21 is essentially about the greatest hits in the character Charlie's life.
What you writing?
We knew that it was the end of his character, and we wanted him to go out on sort of a happier note.
We chose moments that we felt like really informed who he was. They were moments that made him the happiest.
And action!
It was sort of almost working backwards in a sense where I think we knew almost from the start that it would have to be meeting Claire as the #1 moment.
So, first plane crash.
Gave it away.
I can always spot the newbies.
We're gonna be okay, you know.
Plane Clitheroe! The ass into nowhere!
The first one was the first time they heard their song on the radio. And what made it so great was the realization that their dreams were coming true and that the entire future was in front of them.
I told you, baby boo! We're gonna be bloody rock stars!
Charlie's relationship with Liam, his brother, has always been important. And it was one of those moments where things seemed bad, but then the two brothers were sharing a moment of joy.
Oi, listen!
Oh, listen.
Listen.
Okay, thank you. So it's L-I-S-U-N. Listen.
He has to work on his accent. I help him out because he has to keep it up.
He's from Manchester. I'm actually American.
His accent's a little dodgy, shall we say?
A little dodgy.
So I was just helping him out with that.
That's the key thing.
No, fun.
Sorry, what?
Fun.
Fun. Fun. That's the key thing. It's not that necessarily we have to all sound the same, but it's that we all have to sound consistent. Because actually, Neil and I don't necessarily sound completely the same.
Yeah, well, it's everything that I hope. Shut up, mate. We're headlining.
But we do sound consistent. His accent is consistent. He consistently sounds like a...
rubbish.
All right, here we go. And action!
No, you just gotta back away.
Don't be tough, jump in!
There is a common theme to Charlie's moments that we were going for, which is that they all sort of have to do with family.
It's here, baby brother. Christmas is here.
Very special gift for you this year.
And he gives the ring to Aaron, Claire's son, as a way of continuing it in the family. So it's, it's pretty hard-hitting. Hopefully, even the big, burly American football-watching men will cry a little bit.
Charlie obviously cares about Claire. In this episode, we get to see them be sort of romantic, which is nice.
Be careful, Charlie. Okay?
It's sort of been a very touch and go relationship. There always seems to be something holding them back from sort of being this happy couple. But, they're in quite a happy place right now, which, makes it even sadder.
Been a very sweet, adorable kind of couple on the island. I hear that a lot from people on the street, that it's a very genuine, cute relationship. Today, we're filming a scene in which Charlie apprehends a mugger. Following on in the typical vein of, lost stories in which you're all connected. Well, the victim turns out to be Nadia, who is Saeed's true love.
You okay, miss?
Yes, I think so, yes.
As we last saw in season 2, she was chilling with Locke when she was buying a house. So, here I am in season 3, getting bugged. So I just keep getting into these sticky spots, and I'm sweet enough to have these gentlemen come and save me.
Well, that makes you even more of a hero, doesn't it?
And despite all the problems Charlie has had in his life, he has always been a good person, and it was a moment where he first sort of realized that that was a part of him.
I'm not letting you go on some suicide mission just to flip the switch.
Well, someone has to do it, or we'll never leave this island.
I'll do it. One of the interesting things about Charlie's ultimate fate, he's always wanted to help Locke or help Sawyer or help Saeed. He's always kind of fell short a little bit. He's not been the man. And in this episode, he is the man. We did about a day or so with Charlie swimming down to this underwater enclosure which was me swimming about 20, 25 feet down under the water, which was really fun. I love the ocean, it's always been really kind to me. The barge is like this. The cameraman's here, and you're here. You take a big breath, and you swim, and then you swim towards the camera and try and make it look as dodgy as possible. I actually learned a little trick from Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic, where when he's running out of his breath, he does a lot of screaming under the water. It looks really dramatic. You know, you open your mouth and you scream and you don't really get too much sound coming out, but it looks very dramatic. So I did a lot of that.
Charlie was heroic in that episode because he sacrificed himself for Claire and for the baby and for everyone. And I think that's what makes Charlie so, he's great. He's a hero.